You know MrBeast is the guy who gives away islands, builds real-life Willy Wonka factories, and drops millions like it's nothing. But that's not how this started. This started in a dark room, with a broke teenager, no team, no money, no hope. Just a broken laptop and a painful obsession. This started with loneliness so loud, it echoed inside his chest every night. This started with videos nobody watched, friends who disappeared, and a voice in his head that screamed, "You're wasting your life." But he didn't quit, because something deeper kept him alive. Pain, purpose, and the power to turn both into something eternal. Let me tell you what they don't show in the thumbnails. They don't show the nights where Jimmy sat in silence, wondering if this dream was destroying him. They don't show the fear, the real fear, that maybe, just maybe, he wasn't good enough. Because when you're young, broke, and invisible, the silence becomes a war zone. And inside that silence, most people break. But Jimmy, he built something out of it. While other kids were playing, he was uploading. While everyone else was partying, he was studying retention rates. While people were falling in love, he was falling into burnout. That's the part nobody glamorizes. The breakdowns, the self-doubt, the tears when nobody's looking, the mental exhaustion of chasing something no one believes in. But that pain, that silence, it taught him everything. Here's what makes MrBeast different. He didn't want to be famous. He needed to figure this thing out. It was never about clout. It was about purpose. Why do videos go viral? What makes people click? How do I keep someone watching for 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 10 minutes? He became obsessed. And obsession isn't pretty. It's not a movie montage. It's not inspirational music. It's not sleeping for days, recording the same sentence 80 times, breaking down when an upload fails, wondering if you're literally going insane. He became a prisoner to his vision. But that prison? That's where he became unbreakable. He learned how to think alone. How to fail publicly. How to suffer privately. That's where he built his empire, in the ruins of self-doubt. Let's talk about the real enemy. It wasn't YouTube. It wasn't the algorithm. It wasn't money. It was his own mind. Every day he had to battle. You're not growing fast enough. You're wasting your youth. No one cares. Do you know how hard it is to keep pushing when nothing validates your efforts? When your only reward is another night alone with your laptop, whispering, "Maybe next time," and still, he showed up. He fought every doubt with discipline. He fought every delay with consistency. He fought every breakdown with one more upload. Not because it was easy, but because it was worth it. And slowly, painfully, that war started turning into wisdom. He started using pain as data. He started using failure as feedback. He started looking at every disappointment not as a curse, but as the cost of greatness. And then something wild happened. Stopped chasing numbers and started chasing impact. That's when people noticed. Not because of his budget, but because of his heart. When he gave away $10,000. He was still sleeping on the floor. When he gave away a house. He was still editing until sunrise. He gave when he was empty. He served when no one clapped. He showed up when his body begged him to quit. Because MrBeast didn't just grow a channel. He grew a soul too strong to break. Let me tell you something deep. At some point, MrBeast became the mission. It wasn't about success. It wasn't about views. It was about service. About giving. About building a legacy that would outlive him. This is what most people miss. Money doesn't make you strong. Pain does. Sacrifice does. Suffering does. When it's in service of something sacred. And what Jimmy found was this. If your dream is big enough, it will break you. And if your soul is strong enough, you will rebuild stronger. This isn't just YouTube. This is resurrection. Let me talk to you now. You're watching this because something inside you is aching. You want to build. You want to rise. You want to matter. But here's the truth. It's going to hurt. You're going to feel alone. You're going to question everything. And still, you have to move because the pain you're in right now, that's your power source. The rejection you're facing, that's your refinement. The silence you're drowning in, that's where your identity is being built. And one day, they'll ask how you did it. And you'll say what Jimmy would say. I didn't do this to prove people wrong. I did this to prove that I was right to believe in something, even when no one else did. So stop waiting. Stop needing permission. Stop asking the world to see your worth. See it first. Because you don't rise after the pain. You rise inside it. You rise with it. You rise because of it. And if you dare, if you suffer smart, if you serve hard, one day you'll look around and realize, I didn't just build a brand, I built an empire. From nothing, from pain, from purpose. Just like MrBeast. Now go. Create. Bleed for it. And make the world feel your presence.